Warframe on the Nintendo Switch, the free-to-play cooperative shooter melee type game, has arrived on the platform. So obviously you can, plug it into the console, have a docked version, or take it out and have it undocked. It looks not too bad when it's docked, but a little bit rough around the edges. When it's undocked, it's obviously a lot cleaner, but you can already notice, and depending on how much YouTube kind of compresses things and stuff like that, it is very sort of roughish around the edges. Same with like the reflections, but they still have them, so that's pretty cool. So basically what you're doing, you're a Tenno, you're this weird creature thing, and you've been awakened, and these bad guys want you, and this locust kind of leader lady, she's like, yo, I'm not gonna let that happen, and then you go fight some guys and you do stuff like that. Being a free-to-play, there's tons of microtransaction type things, but I don't think they really affect the gameplay too much, at least in my opinion. I played this on Xbox One when it first came out there, so kind of a revisit for me for sure on this one. And I've been waiting for it to get enhanced there, so that should be cool. But for now, I'll just kind of give you an idea of things. So you've got armor, and you get to you can customize it. There's different skins, and you've got the in-game currency, and you can change your color scheme. And you unlock more colors, and there's different kinds of colors and different palettes and stuff like that. Favorites, everything like that. I did some customization. It looks kind of weird, but whatever. There's different weapons you can have. You can change the appearance of things. There's a lot of customization is present within this game, which is actually kind of cool if you like that sort of thing. I also think it's a relatively fun game. I mean, it's not too bad. It's definitely a different sort of experience. Let's try to get a orange going on there. Pretty neat, eh? And then you got your gear, and then you've got emotes, and you can kind of improve your ship and improve your character, and there's lots of customization stuff that you all do from this area. And if you'd like to add me as a friend on the Switch, I have 99 friend requests backed up, but feel free to message me or whatever on this. That's the details right there. Cool, so let's jump into an actual mission here. So this is right after the tutorial. Sorry, my Joy-Con sticks are really weird right now. So sometimes you may see me do a weird 360 shift. I don't know why. It's just happening today when I plug this in. Cool, so we're restoring the ship comm so you get an idea of the narrative. It's sort of delivered as little video things, and then you get this large scale. Ooh, that's a little bit rough around the edges. You get a large scale solar system that you kind of get to go and explore. There's all these different missions and everything. So we're just gonna do sort of what's present, what's sort of important here. So you're seeing lots of quests and lots of events and everything like that. And we're gonna jump into a mission. And there's you just kind of matchmake, and you can sort of party up and everything too if you've got friends. You're getting sort of the full sort of experience here on the Nintendo Switch, and it actually runs pretty well. I did notice a little bit of graphical hiccups and everything like that. So you're getting 5 years worth of the evolutionary content, lore, and unparalleled space ninja action with Warframe on the Switch. And so you get free games or free items from downloading and installing the comm segment in the Vor's Price tutorial quest. You'll get a 3-day affinity booster, 50k credits, form Orkin and reactor and Orkin catalyst. So we've got our mission here. You're kind of seeing how it's delivered story-wise. You get the big pop-ups of the characters. It's got it's serious, but it's sort of a campy style, honestly, just with the big faces up there. We got our mini-map at the top, and you got kind of the details in the corners. You're seeing how that is. Hopefully it's not cut off on the recorder, but it seems like there's a bit of a... Yeah, at least on my screen, it's cut off wise. So, launch content, you're getting everything like that, all the content up to the Mask of the Revenant update, and weapons, warframes, items, gear, and the current Prime Access program will provide players with access to the Nova Prime. And, yeah, the open world Fortuna expansion will arrive on Switch soon, and Gruta the 37th Warframe will arrive on Switch the same time as the Fortuna update. And it will eventually reach parity with all other consoles in 2019, but there's no exact date on that. And I'm just kind of going off the press release they send me because I hear about this game all the time. So yeah, it's a shooter sort of melee, again, space ninja type thing. Very typical. But I do find that the game actually does run, you know, pretty well movement-wise. I think it's very fluid in the sense that it kind of handles well. When you look at the world, though, it's definitely gotten some significant downgrades to make it work on the platform. And that's just kind of the sacrifice you get on the Nintendo Switch. That being said, it's the full sort of experience, and I'm very surprised that they were able to... Well, I'm not too surprised. The game is a number of years old at this point. But yeah, I'm surprised to see it on the console. It's nice to see more titles like this being available on more platforms. You know, more people that can experience the different games that are available. The better, right? At least I think so. Bam. So yeah, when we talk about gameplay, just stop, die. Jeez, trying to chat here. It'll support motion controls with the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers at launch. You can use the classic Joy-Con, you can use the grip, you can use all kinds of things, and you can customize a whole bunch of the settings. You kind of go to Start and Options, and you'll see a plethora of control tweaks. It's actually rather impressive what you can adjust with this, like even the emoji coloring and everything like that, and the HUDs, and the displays like bloom and GPU particle effects and all that. It's actually a nice toggle of options that you can tweak between. And there's built-in game chat, and it does not require the Nintendo Switch online app. Woo! And yeah, motion control functionality is available right at launch. Mining, shooting, and swimming. So, or mining, shooting, fishing. Sorry. But yeah, that's kind of a nice touch. So you go around, and sorry, I'm just kind of chatting things. I want to get all the features across and what you're actually able to do with this one, and kind of dive into like actual. Well, I've been doing gameplay of shooting people. You get a sense of looking at the world and the quality it brings. It definitely seems like they wanted to bring the whole thing over in terms of like the environments. So you're getting a series of sort of linear but yet open world experiences, and the two kind of like contradict each other, but you really do. You get like this large area that you can move through, but it's very set in the amount of like space. It's usually very small, skinny passages that are very, again, linear. You know where you're going. You're not going to have a lot of problems getting to where you need to go. And I think it's sort of really well equipped for anyone to come in and play. I know a variety of different people that sort of experience this one. So yeah, cool. And again, this is just a tease of it, right? Because I showed you the solar system map. There's a ton of different planets and locations to visit, and different quests and missions, and they keep adding content to it. I did notice that the controls are a bit weird for the hacks. I did it well the first time, but like when I first did this, I was okay. I'm just rolling through it now. I was having trouble getting the A button to quite like click when it was supposed to, and it was driving me nuts. I think my Joy-Cons are just like not connecting tonight, and I don't know what it is. I did have to send one in the past, so hopefully that's not the case. Come on, come on. There we go. So you can, just like with PS4 and Xbox One, you can, digital streams will permit players to migrate their PC accounts to Nintendo Switch. This will happen during a limited time frame from day one at launch to a future date that they haven't mentioned. And, yeah, storage-wise, I don't think it's too big. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I just kind of downloaded it. Whatever, good to go, right? And, ooh. Yeah, neat little side areas here. There's also a little bit of a sense of exploration, too. Because you can go off the beaten path a bit. You might also die. But, you know, cool all the same. Uh-oh, it's enemies. Let's go ninja their asses up. And you get a choice of weapons, too. So when you first start the game, there's like a bunch of different items you can select from. Oh. Let's do this. So yeah, there's a bunch of different choices you can have. You can do like kind of arrow type things. There's 3 different classes that I saw right off the bat here. And it all sort of just works, and I think it turned out pretty decent on the Switch. I don't know about your thoughts, but it's not too bad. It's just the typical visual upgrade that you're probably used to playing on this platform. Did I say upgrade? I mean downgrade. That you're used to on this platform. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's just what they have to do to get it to work. It does seem to have rendering distance pretty good too. I mean, you don't have that much of a problem because you're mostly in indoor type environments, kind of running around. But you do get that little bit of a sense of wonder too. It's just sort of, this is like a blued out. There's like a blue coloring, like particularly on this map, where you just kind of, you know, the longer distance is just sort of faded out by a blue as you get closer to it. And yeah, always online. It does require an internet connection and everything to play, guys. This is a multiplayer online game. And yeah, it's kind of neat, I think. Oh, it looks like we got some weird creatures. And there are a variety of like factions and enemies to deal with as you explore places. And really witness this weird, crazy universe. I mean, there's a lot of lore, there's a lot of missions to go through, and it can be a really good time playing with your friends or even just random people that you come across as you explore the universe. And good amount of challenges. And a good amount of customization too. That's something that's always impressed me with the Warframe games, is the amount of customization and the different suits and everything like that. I think it's pretty easy to pair up with others if that's your sort of thing. And it is sort of focused around that experience. You know, not just playing by yourself. And it does load. Not too bad though. Pretty easy going. You get like a full stat count, as you can kind of see, in your progress towards the end as you're ranking things up and improving stuff. Liberate the imprisoned arms dealer.
Welcome back, operator.
Yeah, okay.
The operator has recovered a segment.
Install it now.
Orders patiently awaits its installation.
Very well, I shall do that.
Get communications online.
So now you're getting a sense of the ship too. It kind of feels like, I don't know how to describe it. Sort of like Mass Effect in regards to handling the ship and improving it. Just with like items and stuff. And here's the store. Again, it's a lot of it's like just really decorative type content. There is more to it. Obviously, there's like different weapons and stuff, but I mean, you're working. It's like a PvE game for the most part, so it's not really, you know, a huge disadvantage not to be all fancy and stuff.
Tenno, we need to make contact with a corpus defector sympathetic to the Tenno cause.
To the Tenno cause. Whoa.
You see what Ordis is referring to, operator?
I think I do.
In this case, compensation will not be credits.
And then you've got like the codex, so you can kind of get an idea of the greater universe, and you can understand like the mod system. And it's loading slowly. So yeah, and then it's like kind of like a card-based mod system, if that makes sense. There's fragments. There's a lot of depth to it. So I mean, the more you play it, you'll understand everything that goes on in the game. I'm not going to dive too much into it because I've already done this all on the Xbox version way back in the day. What are we doing? Liberating the arms dealer. Cool. Then you matchmake, and we're going to jump into this, and it should be pretty neat to see more of a regular type of level. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's sort of a fun game. We're actually going to pair up with other people right now, so you can get an idea how the co-op works. Again, quick matchmaking. You just end up with people magically, or you can do the whole cooperative style if that's your sort of thing. But don't really expect to be playing alone in this. The levels aren't really set up for, you know, groups of people to work together. You know, everything like that. Again, a little bit rough on the visuals. You're gonna get a very like a sharper, more compressed image on the when it's handheld as opposed to when it's docked. That's just the nature of the game with the Switch. But it doesn't look terrible on the big TV. It's just some of the textures are a little bit, you know, a little bit rougher. And I've noticed a little bit of texture loading could be a little bit quicker. So you got the sprint going on here. You've got the team eager to jump in here. You probably see a mix of like veteran players from other platforms coming onto the Switch, or kind of a bunch of new people experiencing this for the first time, which is cool. You know, kind of see what these guys can do. Damn, the controller today. Sorry, I don't know what's up with it. You can do all kinds of double jumps, and you can like wall run too if that's something you want to do.
Distract you. Focus on the mission. It's our only hope of figuring out this link with
Yeah, that and like tens of hours of extra content, right? Missions we gotta go to.
It may be easier to get Darvo out.
What's I don't know, kind of a funky little shooting ninja game. It's a little bit different. Definitely something new, and there's a lot of sort of little technical aspects to it in terms of what you can do with your combat. We're gonna get into that once we actually get into the fight a bit more with these people. They are just hauling ass today. A little slide, everything like that. Servers, the chat server's been taken out for maintenance. It's been available for like not even, I don't think, a day yet. It's just whatever. But yeah, you're getting a sense of the maps. Again, larger scale world that you can kind of openly move through, but you've got linear pathing.
You've been spotted. Get ready for a fight.
I'm always ready for a fight, I think.
I owe you for this, Tim. I will get my entourage to meet.
And then you rank up, and you know it's kind of.
Extraction is ready.
Yeah, you get the idea what this is. This definitely got RPG integrations and parts of it. You'll cut this guy up. So yeah, there's like a secondary wheel here. You can do things like a slash dash in there. Your abilities. I think I called her a locust at the start. Like, here's the war in me. Whatever. And you can switch weapons. You've got your primary, your secondary, and just sword. You gotta cut these guys up. And there's a nice feeling too with the controller. You're really getting that like rumble going on in this. And they definitely seem to have spent a good amount of time actually optimizing this experience for the platform. Because it does seem to run fairly clean. Even during like more hectic situations. 2 players are waiting for me already? Are we supposed to be defending this guy? I don't know. I guess I'm the odd one out. I'm coming, guys. Damn. Oh. Hi, everyone. Oh, they're just doing like a most down here and stuff. Nice. I mean, should we go help that other guy, or we're just chilling out? We're just having a good time. Oh, we did it. Okay. High fives all around, everybody. But I mean, that's generally Warframe. You're going. You have your ship. You're doing stuff in your ship. You're handling stuff in your ship. You're modding. You're improving your character. You're engaging in the RPG elements, and you're chatting with others. You're putting mods on. You're buying stuff in the store. You know, stuff like that. Improving the ship. And then you're going out on missions, and you're just matchmaking with other people. You go in, you do a quick mission. Some of the missions are a little bit longer. Some are different challenges, and they have different like sort of variations to them. And there's like sort of key villain guys you have to fight, and that's sort of what Warframe is in that regard. And again, no cost. I don't really ever feel pressured to have to purchase anything within the game. When I was playing it back heavily on the Xbox One, And the experience is largely the same on the Nintendo Switch. And I think your mileage will vary how much you like it. If you like the core gameplay, you could really spend countless hours on this one having just a great time. And obviously lots of decorative things to kind of earn and purchase for your character and improve your experience as you run around as this weird Tenno thing, and you go out and you work towards installing all the segments, getting your ship back, and then fighting as the Tenno.